Hey everybody, it's What's Up with Giancarlo. We've got topic 4, lesson 6 here today, add expressions, okay? I can add expressions that represent real world problems, all right? This aligns with MA 7AR 1.1, apply properties of operations to add and subtract linear expressions with rational coefficients. All right, so take out your book if you have one, turn to page 225, now 226 because we're going to the next page. And take out a notebook to take out notes. Take notes on, okay? Example 1, add expressions by using properties. Delilah signs up for a health club in a rock climbing gym. What expression represents her total fitness cost after M months? So you've got Rudy's Rockin' Climbers and you've got Ace Health Club, okay? These are telling you the initial fees and the monthly fees, okay? So the initial fee is a one-time fee that like, oh, I'm joining a gym, I got to pay this one time, and then from then on, I pay monthly fees. Okay? So the expression for Ace Health Club would be $50 per month, 50M, the M stands for the amount of months that I'm paying that Delilah is paying for, plus the initial fee of $80. Okay? Now Rudy's Rockin' Climbers is $40 a month, so 40M plus 65. Okay, that's $65 for the initial fee, $40 a month. So what I do now is I take each expression, put them in a parentheses, and then add them together. So I've got in parentheses 50M plus in parentheses. I'm going to add this with the other expression in parentheses 40M plus 65 end parentheses. So now I have to find the like terms so I can combine them and make one expression because that's I don't want two expressions. This is a lot more work for me. I'm going to make it easier for myself and combine like terms. CLT, combine like terms, okay? So I see an m to the first power, so this is going to be in my first pair of like terms, and then I see nope, nope, yup, another m to the first power. This is the second part of my first pair. That's why I put ones over them. That is my first pair. They go together. They're both ones. Okay? And now I see a number without a variable. That goes into my second pair. Another number without a variable. Second pair. Okay? So I go in parentheses 50m plus 40m because that's my first pair of like terms plus 80 plus 65. Okay? Now I add them up. That's it. 50 plus 40 is 90. M comes along for the ride. Plus 80 plus 65 is 145. Now I have an M to the first power and I have a number without a variable, also known as a constant. Okay? So I cannot do anything. I don't have any like terms. This is my final answer. Okay? So to find out how much Delilah is paying for for the whole entire Rockin' Climbers and Health Club together, it's 145 for the initial fee for both of them put together, plus $90 per month. Okay? That's all you got to do. Easy as pie. Okay? They show you the exact same thing I just showed you. So we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to the try it, and we'll do that after. We're gonna move on to example 2. Example 2, add expressions with more than one variable. Chevelle spent $125 on ingredients for muffins and $92.40 on ingredients for Bammies. Write an expression to represent Chevelle's profit for M muffins and B Bammies. So they tell you Chevelle's Caribbean Cafe, a coconut muffin is $2.40. A Jamaican Bammy is $1.80. Okay? So I have to multiply $2.40 times M to find out how much I make on all the muffins sold. Okay? So what I would do to find out the profit I make on all the muffins sold is I would subtract 125 from that because that's the money I spent on ingredients for muffins. So this expression gives me the profit on muffins and muffins only. So now let me find the profit for Jamaican Bammies. So what I would do is $1.80 times B, the amount of Bammies sold, and then I would subtract 92.40 because that's the amount that I spend on ingredients. Okay, so this is the amount of money I'm making on Bammies. This is the amount I have to subtract for the ingredients for Bammies. Together, it makes the profit for Bammies. So now I want to find the profit for the whole entire menu. Okay, so what I would do is put these expressions and add them together. So I've got $2.40 times M minus 125 end parentheses plus start parentheses $1.80 times B, Bammies, minus $92.40. Okay, now remember those three letters CLT, combine like terms. Okay, that is how we do this. So combining like terms, I look for, I've got 2.40 m to the first power. M to the first power is my more important thing. Okay, so this does not have an m to the first power. This does not have an m to the first power. This does not have an m to the first power. So what do? I put this in my answer because it does not have any like terms. I cannot do anything with it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the other variable because I like to handle variables first. I've got b to the first power. Like I said, that is not a like term. Now let's look at this. I don't see a b to the first power. I don't see a b to the first power. So all I have to do is add to my answer positive or plus 1.80b. Okay? Now I've got a negative 125 or minus 125. It's the same thing. Plus negative 92.40 or minus 92.40. It's the same thing, guys. Negative and minus means the same thing. Okay? So since they are both negative and they're adding together, I know my answer in the answer, it'll be negative. So all you do is add 125 plus 92.40 and you get 217.4. Remember, it's minus 217.4 because they are both negative. Okay? We are adding them. Okay? Therefore, it stays negative. If I was multiplying, it'd be a way bigger number, first off. Second off, it would turn positive because two negatives. But, we are adding. Okay? I don't have any like terms to combine. Therefore, I'm done. This is to find the profit off this menu. Okay? Pip, pip, cheerio. Okay, example 3. Add more complex expressions. Add the expressions. So first things first, let me look at the expressions and let me find my like terms so I can number them. Then I can write it out. Okay? I've got an x to the first power. No, no, yes. Okay, so I've got one pair right here. Any other ones that I can put with them? No. No x to the first power, no x to the first power. I'm done with x's. Okay? Y. I've got a y to the first power. No. Yes. This will be a 2. This will be a second pair. No y to the first power. Okay. I've got negative 3 with no variable. That is just a constant. That's my third pair. Positive 5, third pair. So all I do is rewrite them. I get negative 1/2 x plus 1/4 x plus, I like to do variables first, negative 2y plus negative 2y, and parentheses, plus, start parentheses, negative 3 plus 5. Okay? So now all I do is just combine the terms, and then I have my answer. So I cannot combine 1/2 and 1/4 because they do not have a common denominator. I need a common denominator. So I changed the 1/2 to 2/4. That becomes 2/4 x plus 1/4 x. So 2 plus 1 is 3. The bottom stays the same, so I get 3/4 x. And then negative 2y plus negative 2y is negative 4y. And then negative 3 plus 5 would be positive 2. X to the first power, y to the first power, constant. I have no like terms. This is it. I am done with this problem. Okay? Let's go back and work on the triads. Sophia and Ali each deposit $120 to open a joint account. They each make monthly deposits as shown. What expression represents the amount in the account after M months? Okay, so they both make an initial deposit of 120. That's one time. That is not monthly, okay? Pause it real quick so you can do the try it. Okay, so the deposit is 120. That will not be monthly, so it's not attached to an M. So if I have an M attached to this number and an M attached to this number, my 120s go in the boxes without the M, okay? Then we look over here. Sophia's deposits. It'll be 150 for M months. Therefore, it is 150 times M, okay? For Ali's deposits, we've got 135 for M months. So that'll be 135, okay? Now we've got both the regular, just the regular numbers, the initial deposits in these two boxes because we're linking up our our like terms. So that's 120 plus 120, and then we can just put in 150M and 135M. All right, so now the amount of money in the joint account after M months is 120 plus 120, 240, and plus 150M plus 135M. 150 plus 135 is 285. M. Never forget the M, okay? Never forget the variable. So to find out how much they're putting into their bank accounts, their joint account, it's 240 plus 285 times however many months it's been. All right? Moving on. Example 2 doesn't have a triad. Example 3 has 4 triads, but I'm skipping B and D. We're just doing A and C, okay? So A came out a little weird, whatever. You have it in your book if you have a book. I ended up writing it out. So let's look at this. Find each sum. I've got 9.74C minus 250.50 plus negative 5.48P plus 185.70. Okay, so I look at C to the first power. Do I have another C to the first power? Sorry, pause it so you can do it yourself. Okay, good. Do I have another C to the first power? No, I do not. I do not have another C. Okay, so first things first, I write that down in my answer, 9.74C. And then I look for another variable. What's my other variable? Negative 5.48P. Do I have another P to the first power? No. So I just write negative 5.48P in my answer. That is what I do. I put it in my answer. Okay? Now, I've got a constant and I've got a constant. What is a constant? A constant is a number without a variable. Okay? So what I'm going to do, this is a negative and I'm adding with a positive. When you add with different signs, you really subtract. So break out those calculators. and do 250.50 minus 185.70. Okay? You should get 64.8. And you keep the sign of the bigger number, and 250 is bigger than 185. So this will be a minus 64.8. All right? C to the first power, P to the first power, constant. I cannot combine like terms anymore. I am done. That is my final answer. Okay? Now let's go to this one. Let's go to C. I've got B to the first power. Do I have another B to the first power? No, 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 no. You all know what that means. It goes straight into my answer. Negative 14.2 B. All right? Next, I've got a variable D to the first power. No, no, yes. Okay? I've got 6.76D minus 3.4D. So I'm going to do 6.76D minus 3.40D. All right? The D just comes down. All right? 6 minus 0 is 6. 7 minus 4 is 3. Decimal comes straight down always when we're adding and subtracting. 6 minus 3 is 3. So my answer would be positive 3.36D. So we add that to our answer. Plus 3.36D. All right? So now all I'm left with is negative 97.35 plus negative 118.7. Two negatives adding to each other. So my answer will be negative. And if you add them together on a calculator, you'll get negative 216.05. Okay? And here's the key concept, showing you what happened in the lesson, okay? Thanks for coming out and watching the video. Appreciate it. As I always say, if you're watching this video, you're a part of the class. See you next time, everybody.